What up, bitch? We're coming at you harder and faster than windmill cancer. This is the greatest albums episode. And I am Derek Tull.
Yeah, where's your flute?
Yeah, on the flute.
I haven't thought of one yet. I haven't thought of a funny, creative one. So I'm just Jeremy right now.
Okay. Jeremy Nothing. Like Jeffrey Nothing.
Jeffrey, no.
Yeah,
Jeremy Nothing.
I'm Bo Bice. What's the other Bo? Isn't there another one?
Burnham.
Burnham.
Bo Burnham.
Really?
He's that comedian.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's that comedian singer guy. You ever hear his country
Bo
song?
Burnham.
It's fucking hilarious. It's called Pandering, and it's like making
Oh,
fun about how country singers always pander to like
think I've
Christians and
It sounds
patriots.
I think I've heard you sing
yeah.
that before.
I may have.
Yeah. Now it sounds familiar. It's ringing a bell.
Yeah. Yeah, Bo Burnham. Yeah, we could have copied like famous musicians of ours, but was there Derek?
I had
Derek
so
Trucks. He's
so
a
many.
guitarist, like a blues guitarist or
Yeah.
something. Derek. Is there Derek's? Derek and the Dominoes.
Derek and the Dominoes, yeah. There's probably...
Jeremy.
Yeah, is there any famous Jeremys that are in
I
music?
just know Jeremy Spoken.
Dude, I fucking used to hate that song.
I bet.
I hated it.
Clearly I remember.
Yeah, about a kid named Jeremy that stood up in front of his class and blew his brains out. Yeah.
Bit the recess lady teacher's breast.
Yep.
How could I forget?
How can I forget?
Hit me with a surprise lift. Only open. Open. I fucking love that band, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
all mumble mouth.
Oh, dude, when I was a kid, I never knew what they were saying.
No.
Never make it out. There's a lot
Yellow
of those.
Ledbetter. That's man, that's one of their worst ones for mumble mouth. And I know
Yeah.
the lyrics, so I can sing along to it. But that's the how's it go? I can't tell whether I'm the box tour or the bag. Hey, I see them right on the blue. It's bad.
It's like he's singing backwards or something.
I know.
He's
It's so bad.
dyslexic.
It's
reading
like,
a
oh man,
teleprompter.
that video of fucking dude from Motley Crue, Vince Neil. Did you see that video?
No,
Oh man, we gotta listen to that.
All I
That's-
know is he looks like Roseanne now.
Yeah,
Oh no,
he's-
that's Axl Rose.
Yeah. No, Vince Neil, he's terribly fat, and like his plastic isn't stretching, you know, with his fat, so it looks
His
weird.
plastic.
But there's a video of him performing for like that documentary
Yeah.
that just came out.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, it sounds like a mix between Vince Neil and Bob Dylan.
oh wow.
He's singing Dr. Feelgood, I think. Or, no, it wasn't Dr. Feelgood. It was Kickstart My Heart.
It probably
dude,
needs
he
someone
like
to
turned up his
kickstart his
vocals, and
heart.
it's like, what the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, you got to check that out. That's hilarious. So how did you guys go about finding your top albums?
I would list again like the top diamond albums, which is beyond platinum.
Oh, that's a
Most
good
people
route.
don't really.
Yeah,
know.
there's...
I kind of made my own based on my thoughts because I'm a big fucking music buff. But
I was surprised at this list actually.
yeah, so I kind of made my own. Bet not necessarily my top, you know,
Yeah.
but just what I thought was up there, and then I copied down Rolling Stones, and then I kind of did some research by genre too, just number ones for by genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to like make an actual list because
It's-
everywhere you look, and I mean, everyone's got a different one basically. You try to look. I mean, you can put together like the top selling, and I mean, but you try to do most influential album, and there's
Yeah.
15, 20
Oh,
of
I
them
know.
that could be possible.
Yeah.
Because like that's
See-
not even necessarily the best selling or the
Yeah.
best album of that artist, but it happened to influence the whole genre. You know.
Yeah.
I kind of combined all of that for my
Yeah.
list, sort of.
You could have all kinds of different lists.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah,
and
you
there's
could.
no definitive one, and like every
Best-selling
one of them's
or-
different.
Most influential, or
Rolling Stone, I
All
got
kinds of
their
stuff.
top 10, but the list was actually 500. How do you even do that?
they have 500 albums.
The top 500 greatest
Oh,
albums
okay, I
of all
gotcha.
time. It's the Rolling
Top
Stone magazine.
500. Yeah, what top 500?
Rolling Stone probably has like 430 at least.
Those old buggers.
Stone Age, Rolling Stone Age. So I don't know how do you think we should go about it? Do you just present each of our lists, or because I kind of thought maybe it'd be fun to compile like a definitive podcast list. That might take a while.
Yeah.
Well, we pretty
I-
much could probably do that by presenting our own, kind of in a way.
I don't really have a list put together at the moment.
No, you wouldn't have to. It's just like whatever you did. Do what you did. You did what you do.
I do what I did all the time.
I do what I do, and I do it. That's a Lil Wayne lyric.
Lil Wayne.
I do what I do when I do it.
Is there a Big Wayne?
There's old Wayne,
Old Wayne?
middle-aged Wayne.
There's Dead Wayne.
Yeah. Middle-aged Wayne. That's what he's going to be when he's like 40 or 50. Hey,
Nah.
yo, it's middle-aged Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? Little
Age Wayne.
Got my cargo shorts and my New Balance shoes.
New Balance. Oh, New Balance. You think the end's gonna be Nike, but it's not. It's New Balance.
No. No, I'm not going New Balance. I never will. I have always worn khaki shorts, so can't even lump that in the middle.
I think when you buy a Corvette, they give you a pair of New Balance shoes. I'm pretty sure.
To drive it with.
and matching fucking coat. You ever see those
They come
fuckers?
glued to the pedals already.
The pedals are New Balance shoes,
Yeah.
just stuck to the post.
Can I get my
Yeah.
Corvette with size 10, please?
Which size matching leather jacket do you want?
Yeah, those jackets.
Dude, they fucking same color and like
The
same
Corvette
trim
symbol
and stuff.
on the
It, like
back. Yeah, or if it's a
ZRs.
ZR1 or
Yeah.
whatever, say that on the back and stuff. Yeah,
Kind of douchey.
yeah.
seen people did that
Is
with
it-
like normal cars.
yeah.
Dodge Neon,
Honda Civic.
yeah, Honda Civic, a leather jacket Civic.
You know what? I was talking to about quite a few people that listen to this podcast lately, and number one complaint for sure is we get off topic a lot.
Like
And
like
it's
now,
Yeah,
right away.
but it's like we never promised anything. I think we addressed this the last episode. We don't promise that we're gonna stay on topic.
We address it most episodes.
Yeah, I mean it's not forever. We get back.
Yeah,
we get back on track.
We always come back to you, baby girls.
Yeah. Don't you worry, baby birds. We'll feed you. So who wants to present? Because I don't know. We could start.
Book reports.
So let's do this. What time period do you think was music the most influential
I like that.
most influential part of?
From the-
60s and 70s.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
from this list, this is all sales, and it's mostly 60s and 70s.
Yeah, man. What
There's
the
a
hell
few
was
things
with
from
it?
the
Like,
90s, early 2000s, but it's all 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like, what were we doing right, and why we treasure those so much? Is it
Yeah.
is it a generational thing? Like as
Classic rock. When
As-
did it
yeah.
become that?
and it's been that way my whole life.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's never changed. It's
Mhm.
never like some 2000s or genre-wise that's happened.
Yeah.
But like as a whole, it's never been like a 2010 album slipped into the fucking greatest albums of all time.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's always the same. It's strange. 90s is pretty much where it stopped being great, and I almost kind of agree. I mean, there's definitely great albums and music out there for sure. Music is far from dead, but Yeah, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
albums
the
that like influenced
trends and stuff.
like society as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from 60s and 70s. Like anytime you talk about music, I mean, the Beatles are always
That's
always
number one on
in.
every list I have.
Yeah.
They're in the list here.
The
now.
albums change, but the number one album is always the Beatles. Even on mine, I went with. I kind of put a personal twist on it, but I just thought about it a lot more. Rolling Stones had their number one album being Revolver. Or no, theirs was Sgt. Pepper, and so is mine.
Yeah, I've seen that one
Sgt.
at the
Pepper's
top
Lonely Hearts Club
of a
Band.
couple lists too.
Yeah.
Definitely my top 3 favorite Beatles albums. It might be my favorite. I don't know. I think I like either Revolver or the White Album more. But yeah, that one's huge. That's like a
Yeah.
greatest hits. It feels that was a fucking good album.
Yeah.
And the Beatles, people covet the Beatles. Rolling Stones top 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the top 10 are Beatles albums. What's even crazier? Beatles only were a band for 8 years.
Yeah, that's what's even crazier.
That is nuts.
They weren't around that
They
long
were
at all.
superhumans, dude. That's what's mind blowing to me. You feel like it's like, oh, that like something that great had to take decades to craft.
Their stuff's simple
Few
too.
fucking years.
It's
Yeah.
not like
A lot of it is, but
orchestras or like it's not like Beethoven's.
they
Ninth
played with
or
crazy
whatever.
time signatures, though.
They did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, they were fucking next level. They just changed music, really.
They did. They really did.
Because they
Yeah.
started off like where music was at the time, and then when they ended it, they had transformed it entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Well, it's like no matter, who you are and what kind of music like is your favorite or whatever, you can always find a Beatles song that, like, you love.
For sure, and you can always tie one to like memories and stuff. Even if
Yeah.
you don't love them, it's like, oh, I remember this happened on a Beatles song or
Mm-hmm.
something. I used to hate the Beatles through my youth, but man, I've grown quite an appreciation. for them now.
The metal days when you
Yeah.
hate everything that isn't
Yeah,
metal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
The Beatles, fuck that.
Yeah, why do you like that shit?
Rather listen to Megadeth.
Yeah. Rust in Peace isn't the number one album.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That is pretty. Another band though I got here, number one on my list for sales wide. Certified Units, 36 million, was the Eagles' greatest hits.
that's the number one album
Yeah.
of all time right
Yep.
now. It just took the longest, I think. It just beat Thriller.
Thriller, yeah,
as
that's
the
number
longest
2.
on
Thriller,
the
it's
charts.
33 certified units.
Then
yeah.
that,
And number 3, 26 million, is again the Eagles' Hotel California.
Yep. the Hotel California is number 4 on my list, and it is.
26 million copies certified so far.
It's not on Rolling Stone's top 10, but
That is crazy. It's not on that one.
no,
Still listen to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah,
all the time.
There was
on
a
a-
concert
It's like-
the other day on Axis. It was their farewell tour when they played in Melbourne, like 2004 or something. It was a good. I caught like the last.
Is that where he does like that classical guitar intro to Hotel California?
Yeah, they do.
Fuck,
yeah.
I love that.
And I
version.
caught the last 2 encores. They did like 3 encores or something.
They had so many good songs.
Oh yeah, well they did their encores were like it was just all their hits. It was
Yeah.
like, okay, they saved all the good ones for last.
Man, even the deep cuts, there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, down in
Yeah.
our shop we have an old CD player with a cassette player on it. My dad's got this old like leather fucking case from the 80s, I think, with all these cassette tapes in it, and the Eagles was in there, and I
Yeah.
always fucking pop that in when I'm down there working on
yeah,
whatever.
you never
and
get sick of those songs.
Yeah.
So,
play
That's-
one
and it's a
side, go
people
turn it over,
pleaser,
play the
too.
other side, and keep fucking going.
You can always put the Eagles on and everybody's cool. Unless
Yeah.
you got the dude at your party.
the dude, yeah.
I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Fucking Eagles, man.
Fuck the Eagles.
But dude, even their side project stuff I like. Don
Yeah, their solo
Henley
stuff.
and Joe
Don
Walsh.
Henley, dude.
Dude, Joe Walsh he's a weird guy, but man, I like his music.
Yeah.
I love Joe Walsh.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he's probably my favorite member. Is probably Joe.
I'd have
Walsh.
to go Don Henley.
Don Henley's probably second.
Because his solo stuff was really
Yeah.
good too.
Dude, Dirty
Boys
Laundry.
of Summer. Yeah, Dirty Laundry.
is excellent.
And fucking
They played it on that encore. They start playing Dirty Laundry, and Don Henley's like, I want to dedicate this song to Rupert Murdoch. It's like, fuck yeah.
yeah. All she wants to do is dance,
Yeah,
dance.
that's a good one too.
I play that with Griffin. Griffin loves that song for some reason. Cause I'll just
It's
say
got
like
a
a
badass
phrase.
beat, dude. That guitar and that
oh,
beat,
yeah.
that rhythm section's killer. That's a
Yep.
good song.
He is the rhythm set. That's what's crazy is
Yeah.
Don Henley's a fucking drummer.
Yeah.
He can drum and sing at the same time.
Yeah,
That
he
blows my fucking
Did that
mind.
whole concert and he's playing the drums. It's like, what?
That takes because you're doing foot shit, arm shit, brain shit,
Yeah.
keeping track of time. You're the most important part of the band probably,
Yeah.
and you're singing.
It'd be so much easier to play the
Yeah, it
guitar
takes
or
some
bass
talent.
and sing at the same time than drum and sing
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah.
Moving all four limbs and
Dude, and you'd be out of breath trying to sing.
that too. You have to be so conditioned and so
Yeah.
in such good shape.
That
It's
just-
precise.
Like, to me, that has to be so much muscle memory. Like, your arms and legs, like, you can't even think about them. They just,
Yeah,
you know,
do it in
play
your
the song
sleep.
and then you
Yeah.
fucking sing.
yeah.
Like that,
That's
there's no
nuts.
other way to do that.
No.
Yeah, you do it in your sleep, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Live and breathe it. Like,
Just have this automatic metronome in your brain that just keeps time without even thinking about it. Which that's like a key. That's being a musician.
Yeah.
All musicians have that.
and some people just don't have it.
Most humans do, even if they're not a musician. I mean, as long as you clap on 2 and 4 and not 1 and 3 like
yeah.
a fucking monster. You hear people like, because like 2 and 3 would be like the kick drums.
Yeah.
Generally, you always clap on the snare, and fucking you see people at concerts or something like clapping on 1 and 3, and it's like, there's a shirt that says "Friends don't let friends clap on." Oops, bumped my mute button.
Oh, you're good.
Friends don't let friends clap on 1 and 3.
Little concert etiquette.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Eagles. And I kind of have this whole list, and I think maybe this topic is on there too, is greatest songs of all time. I think I might have put it in there. I think Hotel California overall is the greatest song ever written.
That's a badass song. That's a good
Lyrically,
one.
musically, influentially.
Dude, musically, it's intense.
Dude,
It's
I
intense.
can scat that whole solo.
Scat.
Oh man, I know every lyric, dude. It tells a
Yeah.
story. It creates a picture in your mind. Tell me that fucking what's the opening line?
On a dark desert highway.
Cool wind in my hair.
Yeah, dude, I picture.
How do you
yeah,
not
dude.
picture like sunset? He's in a
Yeah, dude.
convertible.
I remember as a
fucking
kid even
flowing through the-
picturing all that stuff and like
Yep.
looking out the window and shit, and yeah.
The smell of colitas rising up to the air. You smell fucking
Yeah.
coconut all of a sudden.
I didn't know what that was when I was a kid, but
Yeah, I didn't either. She's
yeah,
got
that's-
a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends.
It
dude.
is- it's a
line
great
after
song.
line. It's like, how did you write this?
dude, and
It's so good.
And the live version is better, where he starts with that classic guitar.
oh,
yeah,
man, I
it's,
love that
It's the best
version, too.
version, I think.
Yep.
And then the drum starts in just the bass and the snare.
Yeah.
And that is so rare when a live version is better than.
Yeah,
I know.
that is
That-
pretty rare for sure.
Yeah, like pretty much the only guy that can really pull it off other than the Eagles is like Peter Frampton, because I'm pretty sure I haven't heard any
Yeah.
album versions of his songs.
Yeah.
Like the
Do you feel like I do?
yeah, I've never heard the album version. I don't think it's
I
always
think
they
it's
always play the
always-
live.
Yeah, you can hear the people.
Because
in the
Frampton
background.
Alive is one of the greatest albums, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if there's that. This got to be
I
on here
didn't see it
somewhere.
on the list. I'm sure it was on the top 500, but so my dude another one that was always one or like fighting one or two, maybe not in sales, but I know it's up there. Is Dark Side of the Moon. One of my personal
the
favorite.
wall beat it out.
Did it?
For sales?
See, and
yeah.
I have both because I wasn't
I do
sure because
too.
it's like
Oh.
it's like a tie.
The wall's
I cheated,
23
so I actually have 11.
23 million was the wall. I'm pretty sure Dark Side's on here. It's got to be.
I thought it was the best-selling album for a long time. Maybe it was The Wall. Then I just thought differently. but-
Dark Side's certified 15 million. So the wall has 22 million. Is what this says.
Yeah, so that's quite a bit more.
Yeah. 23 million is the wall.
Well, Floyd's album, like, kind of breakthrough album was Dark Side, so
Yeah.
everybody knew who Pink Floyd was by the time The Wall came out.
Personally, I like Dark Side better than
Me
The
too.
Wall,
I did
actually.
too. But The Wall,
I can't say I don't like The Wall. But
no. But The Wall had a lot of weird little filler tracks and
Yeah.
stuff, that
it kind of did.
the weird stuff. And
They're doing concept, trying to tell a story. and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah, like Bring the Boys Home or whatever.
yeah.
Bring
I
the
remember.
boys back home.
I remember seeing that movie as a kid. It freaked me the
Yeah,
fuck
me
out.
too. I
When
should
those
have watched
kids
that
went
as a
into the
child.
meat grinder, dude. I had nightmares over that. I was like,
know.
oh man,
Those masks on and
Yeah,
shit.
that shit was crazy.
Both
Watching that in
phenomenal albums.
VH1 when I was like 4th grade.
I think I saw it on
5th grade or
HBO,
so,
yeah. I also saw a Michael Jackson concert on HBO, and that freaked me out because it was so packed full, dude.
He's still
and like,
black.
Yeah, he was still black.
I was like, wait, what happened?
Wait, that's
Is
not
it the
Michael
same
Jackson.
person?
That's a black guy.
and girls were just passing out, and they were
Yeah.
like being hauled out of the
Did
like
they do that
constantly.
with Elvis, dude? Elvis would like show up and then they'd
Move them
faint. It's
fucking
like,
hips.
Well, like at the Beatles concerts, it would like just reek like piss because the women would get so excited they'd piss their fucking pants.
Are they pissing or were they squirting?
Well, it was probably squirting.
They're just fucking.
Little piss came
little
out.
column, yeah. Little column A and a little column B. I think. Yeah. So it's
60
simultaneous.
squirts, dude. Man, that's a lot of hair. Get
Lot-
fucking natted
lot,
up.
A lot of damp hair in that place. Oh man.
It'd just
fuck.
be humid in there.
Oh man, dude. it's so-
Every concert is hot. Even if it's outside and it's cold, it's still hot.
yeah.
You
you're
get
just like-
enough people in a group like that.
Yeah.
God, and if the
radiating heat.
majority is a bunch of fucking wet snatch,
Yeah.
it's gotta be just
It's
like
gotta be
jungle
terrible,
in there.
dude. It smells bad enough when you go to a cramped metal show and you get close to that mosh pit and everyone's soaked in sweat. And it's
God,
like,
there's always some
It just
jerk
smells
off
like-
with a fucking shirt off.
yeah.
It's like, dude,
Just
get away
jerk
from
off
me.
with a
Wiping
shirt
their
off.
slime on everybody.
Dude, it just smells like leather and salt. It's fucking gross.
Salty leather. There's like salt stains on the leather from all the past concerts.
Salt and blood.
Just a sea of black and sweat.
Yep.
Black
runny,
and acne.
Runny
Black
eyeliner.
What?
And runny eyeliner.
Yeah.
There is a metal album on the top selling list. 20, what is it? Million. Was it 20 million?
I wonder
Hold
if
on.
it's my number 10.
16 million. Metallica's Black Album.
Oh,
Mm.
damn. The only metal album that I have is Paranoid.
Paranoid?
It's my number 10. Just because
That-
of
that-
influential.
That album.
It created metal music.
I think that
It's
album
huge.
probably has to be my number one all time because that album changed my outlook on music like completely. I remember I got a stereo for Christmas and like all I had was fucking classical music CDs. Like Beethoven and like movie soundtracks and shit.
Left over from when your mom was pregnant with you.
Yeah, probably.
Trying to make you smarter.
And then my dad had Paranoid, Black Sabbath Paranoid, and he gave that to me. And
What
it was
a
like
jump.
Christmas, dude. I listened to it like 6 times in a row. That's all I did was listen to it over and over and over.
Damn.
Yeah, that's got to be probably my definitive, like maybe all time album.
Yeah, what a good album.
Yeah,
what a
it's-
crazy album.
Yeah.
Think of the time that it was. When did that come out? Was it early 60s, I think? 64?
I can't remember. Let me look that up quick.
Because that's like the time of like Beach Boys and the Beatles and all of a sudden just
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Ozzy
What
tells
the
a
fuck?
story of going to like the first music festival in the U.S. and they're playing. Paranoid was 1970. I thought it was earlier than that.
That's what I thought too. That was their first album, wasn't
That was Sabbath. They were a thing for quite a while.
yeah, but
I
their
guess
first big.
it was Paranoid was 1970. They were out a lot longer than that though. But like, Ozzy Reminisce, though, he's like the first like music like festival they played in the U.S. The group that was playing, like when they showed up, was that band. If you come to San Francisco, don't forget to wear flowers in your hair. They're playing, and then like Black Sabbath slated to play like in like an hour, and it's like what a weird music festival. Get like the hippies and everything, and then you got Ozzy Osbourne biting the heads off of shit.
Yeah, dude. I finished with my woman because she couldn't help me with my mind.
Dude, I guess that song was written as a sound check. They were just fucking around. That's like why it's so short too. You know, some Paranoid, everything's like 4 to 5 minutes, sometimes 7 minutes long on that album, like longer songs.
Yeah.
And then Paranoid's like what, 2:30 something. It's really short.
Yeah, it is.
It's very, very short. But I guess they were just fucking around, I guess, and they wrote
Was
that.
the song Black Sabbath on that one?
No,
that's a long fucking song.
Yeah, that's
too.
a good one. But yeah, that's not on there, no.
Yeah, because the main ones were like Paranoid and
War Pigs,
Iron Man, and
they had a couple on there. There was
Fairies
Wear Boots. There's Planet Caravan. Paranoid is the one you were.
Oh yeah,
that's the
Paranoid.
riff for Paranoid.
Yeah. Planet Caravan's
Planet
badass
Caravan.
song.
Well,
Fairies Wear Boots.
Fairies Wear Boots probably my favorite one.
That's awesome.
That's a good track.
Fairies wear boots and you gotta believe me.
Yeah, dude, Sabbath, that album Paranoid, that's one of my all-time favorites. I still listen to it, dude. It's still in my rotation.
It's been a while, but I listen to it occasionally.
Love it. Probably one of the first songs I could play on guitar, and everyone else, Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Michael Jackson. I put that as number 3.
Yeah, it's
Thriller.
on every list too.
Yeah, it's number Jackson. 2 on this one. It's just right under that Eagles one.
Thriller's, God, man, that one. We weren't, alive or
33 million certified units.
Dude, that
so far.
album was so big, and it
Yeah,
launched him into such a big star that parents forgot to parent their children and let him fuck them. That's how fucking big he was. I watched that documentary, man, and it is chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard allegations against it now, and it's
I've heard a few.
There's gonna
Both
be
of them
that
are kind
from
of
the
fleeting.
dawn of time, dude. People are gonna argue back and forth about that.
It's like, really, is it that far-fetched, though? Look
It's
at
not.
the fucking guy.
It's happened before.
There's a kid, because he had some weird leopard penis, and there's a kid that described the markings on the underside of
and
the
they had
dude's
to take
dick.
pictures of it and shit that time.
How would he know that?
Yeah, and he had to take pictures of it.
And the two dudes that come forward on this documentary, man, they get explicit.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, man.
Yeah, it's not like it is that far-fetched, dude. It's happened before with other people.
But it's like he wasn't, like, raping them. He was, like, in a relationship with them.
Yeah, he was a weird dude.
He was like, this is what friends do. Now bend over, spread them cheeks, and I'm going to throw ropes on the bed sheets. That's really what happened, dude. You have a 7-year-old boy spread his cheeks, and he just jerk off looking at his butthole. Dude, there was times where I was like, I have to turn this off. I have to turn this off. Like, there's times I'm just sitting on the couch, and I was
Just so fucking disgusted.
oh, just blown away, dude.
It's like watching a
that dude
beheading
did
video.
seem like he had
Yeah.
a child's mind.
He totally
Dude, he was weird. He was weird in the head.
Yeah.
big time.
I mean,
It was like a
He had a fucked up
trauma
childhood,
kinda thing.
too, but-
Yeah, I think he's traumatic from his
I mean, you don't
childhood.
fucking pass that on to other people.
Yeah.
Your trauma. Or
He like
whatever.
married one of the kids. Like they
Yeah,
had
I
a
heard
fake
about that,
little
fake
marriage
wedding.
ceremony.
Oh my
and
God.
He still has the ring. Then they consummated. He
I
never
watched that-
actually, according to these dudes, at least it's two that they talked about, he never had sex with them. He had oral, plenty of that, but not like. I think he tried to finger one of them, and the kid's like, it hurts too bad, so he stopped and he didn't. But like he was
really
like,
weird.
they're like in a relationship because he's like, I didn't hate it. Like I just thought that that's what people did when they were really good friends. He's like 7 fucking years old.
Yeah, 7 years old.
And he
dude.
somehow like just manipulated these parents where they're just like,
Yeah,
He's
let
just
your
like,
kids come stay at my house.
Yeah, for weeks on end, and they're like, okay,
Jesus.
because he would take
Christ.
care of them, dude. He would like
Oh, I'm sure.
buy
yeah,
them
dude.
all kinds of shit.
How many employees did that have? Where are the Neverland Ranchers?
Yeah,
It's a Theo joke.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I
It
Saw it
was,
somewhere,
it
but I
was
haven't-
pretty funny, dude. He's like, "Where are the Neverland Ranchers?" And he's going on about that. It's fucking- but dude, that was a big thing. It was a theme park and everything.
hmm
Yeah, that's weird.
And he's doing this like between Thriller and Bad was the next album, and that one's fucking huge too.
Yeah, it's
was a
on
big
this
one.
list. It was a little bit lower though, I think.
Man, the guy was a talented fucker, but he was a goddamn freak.
Yeah.
Weird person.
Yeah.
Some artists are like that though. You know, some of them are just average Joe Schmoes.
That's
but then
yeah, pretty rare though.
it's rare. yeah.
Artists are usually pretty weird
They
dudes.
usually
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
good
they're
ones,
always
the
different.
top ones. There's usually baggage there of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
something fucked up.
And you notice that every single one of these is rock music.
Yeah. I have one.
I've seen some-
Garth Brooks.
Shania Twain
21
on there.
million double live.
Dire
Oh, really?
Straits.
Yeah, and then Shania Twain. Yeah, come on over. 20 million copies.
I didn't
But it
see
is
those on-
predominantly rock, dude. Who
It is.
listened to Blowfish?
What?
Cracked rear view, 21 million units.
God damn. That's just
Hootie?
because that was just he's like the most non-threatening black guy there
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Darius.
Yeah. So people in the '90s felt safe listening to him in the midst of the gang culture.
Yeah, when NWA came out.
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill,
That's
16 million.
it's a good fucking
It
album.
is.
It
dude.
really is.
It really is. I remember.
She is good,
I
man.
remember listening to that shit when they played all over the radio when I was growing up. You know, it's everywhere.
Yeah, she's a jagged little pill herself
Yeah.
to swallow, but once you can get kind of into her, past her voice, then it's like, damn, she's a good fucking... And she's even a good singer, it's just weird.
Oh, Whitney.
Yeah, yeah.
Whitney Houston says 45 million
Mm.
claimed sales.
Oh yeah. See, these are certified units.
Oh.
Because this says 18 million certified units. Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard soundtrack.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
And
is
this is
28
from-
million.
Business Insider.
Man.
So. And these numbers could be a little off in
Yeah.
one direction.
And I bet
guess.
a lot of it might have to do with, like, these were physical album sales. There was no pirating.
Yeah.
There was, I mean, you could rip a record to a cassette tape or
Yeah.
something like that, or a cassette tape to cassette tape.
Yeah.
But so much quality was lost that you're like,
Not even worth it.
yeah, so that might have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it is mainly predominantly country.
Rock, you mean?
Or country rock, I mean, because I'm thinking about country.
Yeah, I forget about old Garth because I've still never
Well, dude,
heard a
old-
Garth Brooks song in my life.
Like old
Chris
rebel
Gaines.
country, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah.
His
That was
alter
his-
ego.
Was he still country, or did he change? Like, was he kind of like?
I've
It
never
was just
listened
him
to
in
it
a
'cause-
wig.
Yeah, but was it different though? Was it like different music?
It was weird. It wasn't country. It was I don't know what it was, like alternative or something.
Oh no!
Yeah. It wasn't country though at all, I don't think.
Did you ever see the album cover?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Just
You got
just
a little
him in
soul
a-
patch.
Yeah, and
Just
like
him in a
the,
wig.
like the little emo fucking black hair. Yeah.
Stringy fucking goth hair.
The
Yeah.
wig.
Why would you do that?
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
It's
Did
weird.
it, but he didn't tell anybody, right? Like nobody knew that was Garth at first, or did they?
can't remember.
I mean,
remember when
if
it came
they
out, they
didn't,
said it was
they
like
figured it out right away.
Yeah.
Because as
Because
soon
I think
as
when it
came
came out, yeah, they announced like a side project or something. I can't remember. I mean, it's just him in a wig. But no, dude, old rebel country. Like when you think about that shit, those dudes fucking partied way harder than some of the rock
Fucking
star
right,
guys. Dude, oh my god.
And that's some of my favorite music to listen to. I
Yeah,
love that
dude.
old rebel country shit,
Mhm.
outlaw country, or
Outlaw country, dude. Some of those guys, they partied way harder than
dude, Waylon
the rock
Jennings. What was his
stars.
numbers of coke that he did? He did like $1,000 in coke a day, or more than that. I think.
Yeah, dude, like grams upon grams upon
He'd
grams.
probably do 7-gram rocks.
There's some, yeah, and finish them. Yeah. There's some. I can't remember what this documentary is, but Johnny Knoxville was talking about it, and they're like backstage, this old backstage footage, and they're talking about taking speed pills, and the band's like, "Yeah, I've taken about 5 or 6, and so's taking about 7. We all try to stay on the level," and they all look over at Waylon Jennings. They're like, "How many you take so far, Haas?" And he goes, 30.
And he was probably just fucking sweating, dude.
Right?
Just soaked. He's a big dude. He was like
Yeah.
6 something. He was. He was
Yeah,
a big,
those
tall
guys
guy.
partied hard.
Fuck yeah, man.
Johnny Cash, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they all
partied
love their
hard.
pills,
Yeah.
pills and powders.
pills and
Mhm.
cocaine and yep.
They're badass dudes.
Liquor.
And they
Hank Williams drank himself to death. I think he was like 25, 26 or something. He wasn't very old at all.
Jesus
Hank
Christ.
Williams Sr., he wasn't
Back
very
when
old.
country was full of men.
Yeah.
Now you got dudes wearing mascara or guy liner. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck? You got an Australian dude, a city from the city,
Yeah.
and he's
Fucking
like
Keith
up
Urban?
there- yeah, he's up there
Yeah.
in country
And they're like-
music. It's like this guy's a poser, and you're just okay
With
with
his-
it.
They're trying to mix rap in with it and shit. It's
Oh,
like,
the
Oh,
pop
I know.
country bullshit.
Yeah.
because at first it was about
Damn.
rock, because rock was the big thing. Now rap's a little bigger, so they're trying to mix.
It's like
that
Kid
in.
Rock just fucking came all over country.
They're
Just
mixing-
ruined everything.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just used it as its cum sock, and everybody's just like, "Well, this is cool now."
Well, I
Yeah.
guess people like it.
It's like, what did you do? You just defiled this entire genre. I think it was dead before then, but how was? It's all like
It was-
from the outside looking in, because I don't pay attention to country at all now. But like,
I just
how was the '90s for country? Was it?
Dude, the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s for country were like
It was pretty big. Like,
it was awesome.
Garth Brooks was
because I don't like
huge,
any of that
I
stuff
mean.
myself, but because it seems to be like the general consensus is country's in the gutter right now.
Yeah,
I would
it
say
is.
so. Yeah.
It's all because of the one dude. Can't remember what fucking record company that he owns, but I mean, if you don't sing pop country, you don't get signed. That's just how
Yeah.
it is. And he said, even my dad said he remembers this dude saying he can't wait for the day when pop and country come together.
Gross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is his name Gene Simmons?
Fuck, man, what a fucking jerk, dude. Why would you just do that? But like other genres have a lot of self-produced stuff. Like, hasn't country gotten there yet? Like,
Yeah,
they're
there's
putting out
some,
their
like-
own stuff.
Yeah.
That's got to be like Chris Stapleton and
Well,
And,
my favorite
Sturgill Simpson and stuff. Those guys are doing
Yeah.
it that way.
my favorite country artist right now. Oh my god, dude, I can. Cody Johnson. He's like
Okay.
my fucking favorite, dude, and he's like an independent artist, and he's getting huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't he like coming here or was here? Or?
He came here once. He was supposed to be here again, and their tour bus or some shit broke down. They're gonna be back July 4th.
Oh, damn.
I got
That'd
tickets
be a
for
big
that
show
shit.
then,
I'm a big
Yeah.
Conway Twitty fan myself.
Boxcar Willie.
Conway.
Do you listen
Yeah.
to Jamie Johnson?
Oh yeah,
I was
Yeah,
told
I like
that
Jamie
he's
Johnson.
playing at the rally for free.
Oh really?
Yeah, at the Iron Horse. I was told to check him out.
I like Jamie Johnson.
I don't know if it'll
Got
be
some
my
good
style,
stuff.
but I dig like Sturgill Simpson, Chris Stapleton. I
Yeah,
like those guys
yeah.
because they're kind of bringing that outlaw
It's kind of
country
like
style
bluegrassy
back.
too. A
Yeah,
little bit.
kind of.
Mhm.
A little bit bluegrass.
Like
in
Turtles
there.
all the way down.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a good. And it's about drugs. It's a drug song. He's fucking talking about doing all kinds of
Yeah.
drugs on there. It's like, all right, we're bringing back some of the outlaw shit.
Yeah.
I can get behind this. I guess that's what Jamie Johnson's kind of like too. I think.
Yeah,
What it
he's
sounds
got.
like.
He talks about or sings about drugs in a metaphorical way too.
Which is kind of more of that. I just dig that like dude in acoustic guitar. Maybe a
Mhm.
little
Yeah.
slide in the background.
I really like what is it, Union Station? Or like a bluegrass. Always have banjos and fucking love like.
I like the
banjo.
Dude,
bluegrass.
I love
sound.
bluegrass. Fucking
I like the bluegrass.
Old
sound.
Crow Medicine Show.
Fiddles
Yeah.
and
Oh, I
banjos.
dig on them hard.
I like that stuff. It's cool stuff.
Yeah.
slag guitar, a little bit of slag guitar here and there.
Yeah.
Some
yeah,
of it
what's
can be
that
too
one band
much, but
Hell's in Good Company. What's that band that sings that?
The Dead South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to their whole album like 20 times, dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking
Yeah.
cool. Because they're unique. They put a little twist on the kind of bluegrassy sound that's really cool. I like that. I like it a lot. Where are we left off here? We pretty much covered my top 4. Number 5, I got probably one of the most influential albums for me because it hit me right in my youth. And it's still an album I cannot get sick of. Even the big hit from it, which most people are like pretty sick of. But Nirvana, Nevermind.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge one for me. And I still love Smells Like Teen Spirit. Most people hate it because it's overplayed as fuck. And I get
know,
that.
I
but
still like that song.
Man.
I got tired of it. I haven't listened to it or heard it in a long time, but
I still like a lot of their
it still
stuff,
plays
really.
in my head every once in a while. You know, it's so catchy.
God, it is, dude.
It's-
And it's like 3-4 chords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
It's
simple.
So easy.
too.
That's all their stuff, man. They changed the dynamic of music in one album. It's crazy.
For
like
sure.
they took metal, like glam metal, hair metal, and was just like, you're done.
You're
And then, like
Yeah.
overnight, dude, it was like that shit's gone and
Yeah.
grunge is now.
Dude, grunge
Yeah.
was huge. That was
Yeah.
pretty big. Like when Kurt died, dude. Like how
Yeah,
many
anniversary was
thousands
just a few days
and
ago, April
thousands
5th.
of people went up there.
Yeah.
They made a couple movies about it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what they were doing on
Highway? Did you see that movie Highway? Jake Gyllenhaal. It's good
Uh-uh.
shit. With Jeremy Piven's drug dealer
Oh, yeah, that's
in Las
yeah.
Vegas, and they take a road trip up to see
right.
Kurt Cobain. 'Cause
Wasn't
he-
it Almost Famous? Weren't they doing something like that? Or
No, that was the guy that was like the journalist for like during
Oh.
like the prime of classic rock, like Zeppelin and stuff like that.
oh, I
And
think I'm thinking of a different movie.
Yeah, you might be, but yeah, where he was a journalist and he's just a young kid or whatever.
Oh,
But no, Highway's about they go up to see Kurt's burial site or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a
man,
good
it
movie.
was, dude. That Unplugged session is like still
Oh, yeah.
revered as one of the greatest concerts. of
Yeah,
all
that's
time.
iconic for sure.
Yeah, and then Hole did one.
Hole.
They did it on Unplugged. His wife, Courtney Love.
What an apt name for her
No
and
shit.
her band. Hole.
trash hole,
Hole.
gape hole.
Dirty Hole.
Yeah, big bang. It's just like every song was like that. She was garbage, smeared lipstick, labes hanging out. Fucking gross.
Coattails of a Dead Man, dude. One of Primus's best fucking songs.
Yeah, about that.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah. The start to finish, that Nevermind album is fucking
That's
great.
Yeah.
Not a bad song on there. Sure, a lot of them are overplayed, but man. And that hit me like I got that album pretty young. And that just probably changed my... Because I was listening to like Hootie and the Blowfish and Savage Garden.
Savage Garden.
Holy shit.
Savage
Aqua and
Garden.
Spice Girls.
I remember that. I remember that when you guys were just like Aqua and stuff. And I was like, dude, what about Black Sabbath and an AC/DC?
As much as I didn't want to, AC/DC's number 10 on my list.
It's Black and Back was how many?
Black and Back.
Black and
Jesus
Back.
Christ.
That's a porn you filmed.
Oh, is it?
Oh god, that does sound like a porn. Black and Back.
Black and Back.
Uh,
The Mush Mouth. Where is it? It's up here. 22 million copies.
yeah,
That
dude, that
album
was and
was huge.
how many
That was a big
bands
one.
pull off their lead singer already being huge, their lead
Yeah,
singer dying,
Yeah.
and then coming back and selling more records than they ever had before.
Yeah, being bigger, having a some would say better lead singers. The hardcore fans argue you, but
yeah,
I don't know. But I like the sound of Brian Johnson a little better than Bon Scott.
Bon Scott, yeah.
Brian
like any of
Johnson,
it.
he had the
I
fire.
hate that band.
He had the fire and whatnot. Bon Scott was like, I don't know.
He was like weird, whiny, almost kind of Bob Dylan-ish.
A little bit, yeah.
Like they gang, blue.
When they found Bon Scott to first audition, he'd just been in a motorcycle accident. He was missing like 4 teeth.
Oh my god, dude! Who fucking sings like that?
I don't know.
Like if we were in a band right now and we're like auditioning singers, and some guy comes in there and
Missing teeth and shit.
yeah, it's like I'm dirty, I'm me, I'm muddy and clay.
He's the one.
Be like, "Get the fuck
We gotta have
outta here.
him.
Who are you?
Gotta get this
And then even
guy.
Brian Johnson is like,
Dude, when you watch him sing, dude, you can tell he's really pushing that out.
how did he do
He's
that
like-
for how did he not just puke out his vocal cords at one
Yeah,
point?
and how does he? You ever heard him talk, dude? He has such a thick Scottish accent, you can't understand a word that guy says.
Yeah, I saw him on Top Gear.
And then you hear, yeah, that's what I saw. And then you hear him singing, and like, that's another weird thing. Like them, and then like Pink Floyd, and like all these British bands, and they sing, and then their accent disappears.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
is
so
weird.
weird. I've
Bowie
never-
too.
Yeah, Bowie, and like that's really weird. Like
Stop.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Man.
yes,
Up in the sky,
He'd love to come and meet us, but he's
afraid he'd blow our minds.
I love that song. Life on Mars, dude. I love that song too. He's
gotta
up
be
there,
on-
but I don't have him on the list.
he's got. I think he was on here somewhere.
The fucking the Ziggy Stardust has to be up there.
Yeah.
That was a big one. Number 6 on my list, I have one of my personal favorite albums. I get a lot of shit from it sometimes, but Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
It's on here.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
one of
that
the
one.
biggest
Yeah.
one.
I just went past
Fuck
it.
all y'all that don't dig on some Fleetwood, dude.
Well, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, dude, in
Yeah.
her prime?
Yeah,
Come
certified.
on, what a babe.
Certified 20 million units.
That's a lot of fucking units.
Yeah. Double diamond.
Yeah.
Double diamond.
page.
Double diamond.
Yeah, dude. There's a video of Stevie Nicks getting ready for a show, and she's like warming up. They're like doing her hair and makeup or something. She's singing Wild Heart. Damn, dude. I get chub every time I watch it. At least half mast. She's a fucking babe, and she could sing. She looks a little witchy these days, but
I haven't seen her
In her
recently.
old age.
yeah, she's not too hot anymore. But
Was back in the day. Back in the prime.
that's like a greatest hits too, dude. Every fucking song
Yeah.
on that album was a hit. Even if you like read the title and you're like, I don't think I know that one. You hear it and you're like, oh, yep, I do.
Yeah.
It's like every album, or every song on that one. And then the like B-sides, even some of the B-sides became hits, like the Secondhand News, the time goes past and time lay me down in the tall grass and let me do my stuff. Blam 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 bam bam
Bam,
blam
bam,
blam.
bam.
Lay me down in the tall grass,
damn.
let me do my stuff.
I didn't know the Grease soundtrack sold 14.4 million.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's for a soundtrack. Dude, that's
soundtrack.
crazy.
Yeah, Saturday Night Fever was on here for soundtrack.
They used to do soundtracks. Like, those aren't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks because I always loved getting soundtracks because it was like a really unique album of like a
Mhm.
compilation of a lot of songs I
A
liked.
lot of
that
different
didn't-
artists,
I remember
and they were
Bee
usually always
Gees-
good songs.
Bee Gees Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, 15 million.
Oh, of course, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is fucking big. Yeah, I guess disco.
Yeah,
would probably
soundtracks
make a
used to
few.
be really cool. Like,
I know.
especially like when metal was in its prime.
All the
They'd
horror movie
put a
soundtracks
lot-
were always metal.
Dude, they would put a lot into those too, and they'd
Yeah.
make special music videos, like the Slipknot music video for Resident Evil and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
And,
a big deal. Soundtracks.
The Little Nicky soundtrack, dude.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was-
that.
that was a
fucking
big one.
soundtrack. That had,
Little
like-
Nicky.
Yeah, it had a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, 'cause he was a
For being
metalhead.
such a shitty movie.
Yeah.
I know.
He's He's a metalhead. Yeah, it had some heavier stuff on there. Stuff that didn't play
Yeah,
in
there
the
was
movie.
Disturbed's first song was on there.
Well, that's not
Stupefy. No, it wasn't good. I hate Disturbed. I hate Disturbed a lot. Then like Linkin Park was on it. Deftones was on it.
good. Oh, Deftones. So glad I got to see those dudes.
I wish I have. I was listening to them today actually.
Before their bassist died. What was his name?
Chi Chang.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking
Emo was-
name.
It's like you feel racist saying his
Chi-
name.
Chang.
What was his name?
I've-
Ching Chong.
Mr. Wishy Washy. Yeah. Those guys are good though, dude. I love Deftones.
Oh, man.
Good stuff.
White Pony's up there for albums for me.
Yeah.
Big time. Led Zeppelin 4 was
Nice.
next on my list.
That was on here. So they had two on here.
Probably.
Physical Graffiti was the other one. 16 million.
4 had like Rock and Roll and Misty Mountain Hop. Did it have Going to California?
I can't remember.
I love that.
It's
fucking
Certified
song.
Units. 23 million.
Yeah, that one's huge. I've only recently gotten into Led Zeppelin too.
Yeah.
I used to hate them quite a bit, but
I grew up.
they're fucking good, man.
Yeah, I grew up on a lot of that stuff. Zeppelin and the Eagles and Pink Floyd were like the main three ones.
Eagles and Steve Miller Band were
Oh.
my two biggest.
Oh,
growing
no.
up.
Steve
Yeah.
Miller Band. I was gonna say Rod Stewart was pretty big too.
No, for me too.
Rod
Yeah,
Stewart.
my mom.
I
listened to
still
those
like
three.
Rod Stewart.
Me
I
too.
like his song. My parents went and saw him in Denver, and he fucking autographed a soccer ball and kicked it. My dad caught it. We got it in our house. It's
Oh,
pretty,
shit.
It's sweet. Autographed soccer ball from old Rod Stewart.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Wonder if anybody got the bag of semen they pumped out of the stomach in the 80s. He just autographed it and gave it to the doctor.
Yeah.
That wasn't true, but it was
No.
a fucking rumor that went on.
Yeah.
That he sucked so much dick that he had to get his stomach pumped.
Had to get it fucking pumped.
Back when you fucking made a rumor, you fucking did it.
Yeah.
None of this pussy ass shit, dude.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh man, what's that the horses song that he does? Well,
Goodbye Horses.
That wasn't it. Nope.
Goodbye, all I can think about is
you fuck
fucking
me?
Jay and Silent Bob.
Horses
Oh,
I
man.
song.
fucked me.
What Horses song?
What is it? Trying to think.
Oh, it
Young
was-
horses. Oh, young.
No, what the hell was that song?
Young hearts, but then like in parentheses, it's something about
Something
horses.
about, yeah. Fuck, I can't remember. I know what you're talking about though, yeah.
Be free tonight.
The little organ part.
I've always wanted to learn Maggie May on that fucking mandolin, dude.
Yeah. Dude, mandolin's sweet. Mandolin's a
part.
cool sounding instrument. I've always liked the mandolin sound.
Me too. The Clash, London Calling, is the last one that I have on my list.
I didn't even have that on here, the Clash or anything.
It's it
I-
might not have been one of the highest.
Well, I didn't go all the way too. There was literally like 60 of these.
Oh, I
or
bet,
something.
yeah.
So I only went.
I'm
to-
sure it's on there because it basically created modern punk.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on there.
It's
Fuck,
huge. I think-
Backstreet Boys is on here. The
Of
Clash
course
has
it
to be on here.
Dude, when I was, probably 12, 13 maybe, my cousin, we were over at my grandma and grandpa's for Christmas, and she was asking me like, do you like the Backstreet Boys? And I was like, no, Backstreet Boys are dumb, they're freaking stupid and all this, and get to opening up gifts, and she got me a fucking Backstreet Boys CD.
Oh, you prick.
Yeah, oh god, I felt like shit after that.
You just
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, you said
yeah.
Blackstreet.
I hate that no diggity bullshit.
Of course.
Oh, my favorite. Thank you so much.
Peeling off that sticky part that was always on that fucking one
Yeah.
end of the CD.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I can't wait to get this spinning.
Spinning some tracks.
Open it and scratch the fuck out of it right away. Oh man, it skips. I can't play it now.
So were they I Want It That Way? Was that Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
I can never remember.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's. I Want It That Way.
I think
Because
that's
Weird Al parodied it and I sold it on eBay. It's Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's that one.
The one I did like was and granted I was in
I
fourth
didn't
grade.
like
so
any of that garbage.
I was in fourth grade. I was impressionable.
I was listening to Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Bo was impressionable too.
Yeah,
he was in the dark arts.
yeah,
I was
the
fucking-
dark arts at an early age.
I was leaning against a brick wall in acid wash jeans, bud. What's that? Backstreet's Back.
All right.
I like that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody.
There's been a bunch of like EDM covers of that and shit. That rhythm section and whatnot is
Yeah.
that bass line.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
At the
Yeah.
drop.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some honorable mentions. Being Radiohead, OK Computer.
Oh yeah, Radiohead.
Fucking
yeah.
highly influential, one of the greatest albums up there for me for one of my favorites. I didn't like putting this on here, but Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
It's on here, yeah.
Yeah,
I bought that as a kid,
one.
man. I remember
Huge.
buying that as a kid and liking it. and
I
all.
liked that band when I was a kid. But
Same here, yeah.
then I
It's
grew up and
18
fucking
million
figured
copies.
life out. And I hate that band.
Yeah, I don't like Guns N' Roses.
I don't like fucking
really
Motley
like
Crue
them.
either, and I don't want to watch that fucking video about them.
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix and I was like, this is going to the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Jeff Tremaine did that, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The Jackass
crazy.
director directed the Motley Crue
That's,
documentary.
what's his name?
Oh.
Or not documentary, it's a movie.
It's the movie, yeah. It was based off of the book
Yeah.
or whatever. Supposedly the book's way better.
I don't like any of that butt rock fucking shit, dude. Not a bit of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's
Not
like a
really.
few songs here and there that I can dig, like "Slave to the Grind" by Skid Row.
Skid Row
It's
had
got a
some
good fucking
stuff.
riff, really. That's a sweet riff, but
Like Sebastian Bach, he's a cool dude.
yeah. And then Purple Rain. I love
Yeah,
that
dude,
fucking
it's
album so
God.
much.
Why wasn't Prince on here? What kind of list does
Yeah.
this I have? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I've never seen Prince's name once.
That's fucked up.
Doesn't
'cause
make
Purple
any
Rain
sense.
is like another greatest fucking
it's
hit.
gotta
Yeah,
be,
I
it's
never
gotta be
even-
up there.
That movie, I love that movie. I've seen it a bunch of times. Last time I watched it, I was on the plane coming back from L.A.
Watching Purple Rain.
Bawling his eyes out.
The part where he fucks the chick on the fucking beach, and he's like, telling her to like get naked, and he's like, cleanse yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. That's one of my favorite lines, dude. Cleanse yourself in the waters
Of Lake Minnetonka.
because they're in fucking Minnesota. Dude. He's like in this club. And like
that's
some
crazy.
new
That's
guy
where he
comes
was,
in.
He
and
was from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts. Did you see him and you see Prince? Like, dude, this guy's from fucking L.A.
yeah, and
That's
they
what you think.
love him in Minneapolis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Minnesota, like he's
Yep.
like their state fucking mascot.
Yeah.
That's seriously the reason why the Vikings are purple.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah,
It does.
it's fucking-
I never even thought of
yeah,
that.
yeah. And what
Huh.
sucks though, that dude didn't have a will, so he lost all the
Ooh.
rights to his music.
Oh, that
Yeah, he
sucks.
doesn't need them anymore. But instead of going to somebody that would take good care of it,
Yeah.
it just went to probably the record company.
I'm sure. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why
RCA
it's
or
like-
whatever.
Commercials, merchandising.
Merchandising. Yeah, dude, that shit sucks how they'll do that. Like
the
did I-
Beatles,
did I-
fucking Michael Jackson
The Beatles
bought
are-
their catalog.
I'm pretty sure fucking Disney bought Stan Lee's social media accounts and they're posting from them.
Oh, that's
That's
dicked up.
fucking dumb.
That's fucked
That's
up.
really dumb.
I'm getting pretty nervous about like the CGI because they did it twice in Star Wars.
Yeah, with
Rogue One, they did Grand Moff Tarkin, who died in like 1991. He was in that movie,
Oh yeah.
and it took me like a few scenes to be like, wait a minute, this fucker's dead. Like it was so good that like I just thought it was. I was
Like
like,
the
oh man, they
Tupac
got him in
hologram?
it. Like
Was it like the Tupac hologram?
no. And then at the end they had young Carrie Fisher. At the end, taking the plans for the Death Star,
Yeah.
and that you could tell.
You could tell
because it was
that
like
one,
really
yeah.
bright lights and stuff, and you were already onto it because
Yeah.
Tarkin. But
Like the CGI is so good you can't tell if it's.
no, it is crazy, dude. It's good.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid because I've seen that well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that they've been doing it with porn. Like they'll put like a celebrity on a chick's
Oh,
face.
yeah.
Oh,
and
I've heard of that.
It's
yeah.
like really good.
It's pretty accurate from what
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Would
I don't pay
did
for
you ever
porn,
see?
so I don't think I'll see those.
Did you ever
anytime
see
soon,
that
but-
one where Jordan Peele did the voice for Obama, and Obama just did the voice movements or whatever? They did it as a
Dude, he
skit, like, to
impersonates
sh-
Obama.
yeah,
really
Oh, man,
fucking
he
well.
does.
Well,
He
he
really
did it
does.
as a skit to show, like, you know, like what's going on out there, like to show that they can actually do that now. That like
Man.
it had Obama saying all this crazy stuff. It's like no way Obama would ever say this, and then the camera goes over and it was Jordan Peele the whole time.
Damn.
Yeah, and it sounds dude.
That's
just
gonna be like a
him.
new crime.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
like
Or you frame people, or you
Yeah.
can have people commit crimes that they didn't even do. Like you
Yep.
can just splice video footage and CGI their body doing things.
Yeah, and facial recognition
Yeah.
Yeah.
isn't going to be able to tell the difference.
that freaks me out. Because anybody could die, like Stan Lee or something, and then if some company fucking owns his
Yeah,
rights,
owns
you know,
him now for some reason.
then they can just keep throwing him in cameos in movies, and
Yeah.
it's fucking not right.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I heard about that. I was like, that's
Yeah,
stupid.
let him lie, man. So that's all of my list that I had, and then I'll go over the
Yeah, and
top 10 Rolling Stone real quick. It was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is number 1. Number 2 is Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Number 3 was Revolver by the Beatles. Number 4 was Highway 61 by Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I should have put him up there. I mean, he was obviously super
Influential.
Rubber Soul by the Beatles, number 5. What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, number 6. Exile on Main Street, Rolling Stones, number 7. London Calling was their number 8. The Clash, I fucking love that album. The song London Calling, that's such an epic song. Should I Stay or Should I Go?
Yeah.
Fucking what me and Adam thought it was when we were little kids. Fuck the asphalt. Rock the Casbah.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like it. Fuck the asphalt. Fuck the asphalt.
That's a good song. I like that too.
Yeah, they had a lot of good songs. I Fought the Law and the Law Won. Number 9, Blonde on Blonde, also Bob Dylan. And number 10, White Album by the Beatles.
The White Album.
So 4 albums of the Beatles on their top 10. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think there was 3 on this list for selling. There's a couple of them on there. The White Album, and then they got Greatest Hits. Or no, it's just called The Beatles, 1967 to 1970.
Oh,
17 million units. And then the White Album was 19 million.
Yeah, they were huge. They're bigger than
Yes.
Jesus, whether the fucking churchgoers thought or not. Steamrolled their fucking albums and burning them. And
Fucking steamroller.
yeah, dude.
Satan music. Satan
We're bigger
music.
than Jesus.
That stuff's pretty interesting, like devil music and whatnot. I listened to this podcast a long time ago. It talked about that, about like tritone frequencies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or tritone harmonics, and like back in the day, only the church could produce music, and they only produced like a certain music or whatever, and they
Yeah,
never
'cause they don't want people thinking.
and they never used tritone harmonics or whatever. And it's like the science behind it. It's like a perfect pitch. It automatically sounds good. Like the Simpsons intro, that little
Oh yeah.
string part that's a yeah, that's a tritone.
Yeah.
That's a tritone, whatever. It was pretty interesting stuff, but yeah, devil music was anything that the church didn't
Yeah.
produce.
Dude, the Beatles had so much controversy drawn to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, they did.
Like people still believe that fucking Paul is dead.
Paul's dead.
It's crazy.
Remember that time when you were in the Beatles?
Everybody thought you were
I
dead.
thought you were dead.
I didn't really die.
Yeah, you weren't really dead, were you?
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You
Chris
weren't
Farley.
really dead, were you?
Remember that time you got busted for pot? And did you remember that?
Chris Farley.
Oh, Farley. He was
I
a
just watched
legend.
his intro.
That's
to,
the anniversary of him coming up too, isn't it? Him,
I think so.
Farley.
I just saw, must be, because I've been seeing kind of quite a few videos about him recently, and I just saw his like intro to the Late Show with David Letterman. Did you ever see
Oh
that?
yeah, dude, he's
Oh
so
my
fucked up, dude.
God,
He
dude.
had to do an entire 8-ball before that. He had to have.
Is that when he grabbed the dude in the
mainlined
audience?
it.
And
Yeah,
went
yeah,
and
he
threw
was
him in the
trash
garbage?
can, yeah,
the whole time, and
Yeah.
he's so fucking out of breath, and he
Oh,
can't even do the
God.
interview.
does the splits entirely and like breaks part of Dave Letterman's stage, like
Yeah.
separates it. Dude. Yeah, he was so fucked
Trying
up.
to ask him questions, and he's just like,
Catch my breath here, Dave. Yeah, dude, he was fucked up.
oh
bad.
my God.
Like he probably just mainlined a whole 8-ball and then went out there.
No
Didn't even
shit.
snort it, just shot it right into his arm. Just doing cartwheels.
Flailing and man.
Yeah, that dude is nuts.
So I did kind of like a little research and try to compile like a list of like number one pretty much most influential is what I went for album by genre. And for like rock music, it was Revolver by the Beatles, pretty much what I came up with. Which that is a good fucking album. I can't ever remember. I think that one has. Not even gonna guess right now. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a little while since I listened to it, but hip hop, I went with Run DMC. Run DMC, the self-titled album, because that like came out in '86, I think, and that
Yeah.
pretty much paved the way for like modern hip hop, for like NWA to come and like redo hip hop again, but. Because hip-hop was kind of weird and cheesy before then. Like, that was, like,
It was,
Rapper's
yeah.
Delight. And,
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Run DMC came through and just kind of really changed the game with that one. Country, I ended up going with Red-Headed Stranger by Willie Nelson.
Oh, Willie.
Yeah. Apparently that one was... That was his first one. That, like, put him on the map. But it
Yeah.
also changed, like, the whole kind of sound of country music, which I guess... before would have been what, like Arlo Guthrie, or what did country really sound like before fucking Willie Willin and the boys?
Yes.
Had to be like the
Good question.
Guthries or
Yeah.
Hank.
Like-
Hank was before.
Hank Sr., yeah.
Yeah. Probably like Boxcar Willie and
Yeah, maybe even... Yeah, jeez, I don't even know.
'cause it's like I'm trying to think of like 50s
Yeah,
country.
I would always say Hank, and then...
Those dudes that were like, they'd sit up on a stool with a big old fucking guitar and their polished, nice white hat. They're all, creased up and nice and presentable. And they would sing their little tunes. And I can picture it, but I can't think of any specific
I know, I
artists.
can't think of any names.
See, EDM was a hard one to find. Because they're
Boy.
not very album-centric.
No, they're more EPs and
And they were
songs
in the
and
early
stuff.
days, but it was still like hard to find. It's just such a weird, broad,
Yeah.
scattered fucking
It is.
genre.
It is.
But I ended up going with Homework by Daft Punk.
Yeah. That's probably back in the day when they're still albums and stuff.
Yeah,
A
because
lot of the
that was
hardcore people still are doing albums.
it's right at the same time as Fatboy Slim,
That was a big
and
one.
this was just slightly before Fatboy Slim, and then at the same time as Chemical Brothers And I think this was the same year as Fat of the Land.
And Crystal Method probably too.
Yep, Crystal
Yeah.
Method. And
Yeah, that was Fat of the Land. That album.
that was a big one.
That
for me,
changed
too.
my outlook on music. It really did. Prodigy, like that was the first electronic music I'd ever heard,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I remember
never
seeing
heard-
Smack My Bitch Up.
I'd never heard music like that.
I
And,
found the video for it.
Yeah, you kind of hear similar stuff, but it's like I don't know. I just never heard anything like that. So
Yeah.
it's like this is different.
Yeah, it'd be
Because it
mine
was
too,
heavy.
probably.
It was heavy, like heavy punk rock, but it was like electronic at the same time. It's so
Mhm.
weird how they pulled that off.
I know.
Too bad about old Keith. Rest in peace.
Yep. Just recently too. Heavy metal, I went with Paranoid.
Yeah,
They created metal,
They did.
essentially.
they did.
So by the guitarist's finger being chopped off.
Yeah, by
you know?
mistake, an accident in a machine shop.
So he had like a fake fingertip, and he couldn't press the strings down hard enough to like get the sounds right, so he detuned it, which created the deeper sound for metal.
Oh shit! Huh?
Yeah.
That's
It's
kinda
pretty
cool.
wild, yeah. They all worked in fucking like industry, like factories, like
Yeah, factories
metal
and
factories, like sheet metal.
Yeah,
fucking,
live that
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
yeah. They were from Liverpool, weren't they?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Uh,
Poor, dirt poor. They were all poor people.
yeah, yeah. Punk, I went with Raw Power by the Stooges,
Stooges.
and David Bowie produced that
Oh,
album.
Iggy Pop,
Fun
did he
little
really?
fact. Yeah, I had no idea. This came out before London Calling, but the Stooges were they were punk, but they weren't like punk as we know it today. They were weird. They're kind of different.
Yeah, the head of their time for sure.
Yeah, I love the Stooges, but they
Oh, Iggy
they
Pop.
kind of they can kind of be a little tough pill to swallow sometimes too. Henry Rollins' biggest influence for sure.
Yeah.
R&B, which isn't one of my favorite genres. I can dig on some of it, especially this chick. What's the 411 by Mary J. Blige. If you don't think you can get down to it, dude, listen to what is that fucking song? It's got one of the best beats ever made. What is that Mary J. Blige song?
I've probably heard it if it's one of her more famous ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. It is. Oh, just fucking social media comes up.
Yeah,
Family Affair, dude. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fucking badass song.
you'd have to play it, I guess. I don't play it. I'm just saying. I don't know what it is.
Don't play it.
Don't play it right now.
Just you'd have to for me to recognize it. I don't recognize the name.
The second you hear it, oh, here's an ad. Fuck ads. Geico. Still using that little lizard.
Yeah. He sells insurance pretty damn well.
He does.
Yeah, I know this.
Okay, I've heard this. Little change up.
This isn't really. I guess you could probably call it R&B, but
Yeah, I'd say it is.
yeah. Oh, Dr. Dre produced it.
It's not surprising.
This is a really catchy beat, though.
It is, dude. How do
It's a
you?
Dre
You
beat
cannot
for sure.
not get down when this comes on.
I know. How do you not move?
I know.
Just makes me move my body.
Oh yeah,
Percolate.
you put that on the fucking Bluetooth speaker, man. Derek's getting down.
Bluetooth.
Blues is one of my favorite genres, and I fucking just like a few years ago, I really like went through a big blues phase. So I like went through the whole history of blues and listened to all that like back to the 20s,
Oh,
20s
wow.
and 30s
Yeah.
blues,
Get
man.
into some jazz.
Yeah, I can't still get into jazz
Yeah.
very much, really. I tried listening to Bitches Brew, Miles
Brew.
Davis.
Oh,
Try listening to that, dude. That's acid jazz.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
It's gonna make. It's just like fucking.
Oh, the crazy drum solos. The drum solos.
It's like on a saxophone, and then it's like. It's like
Yeah, dude.
fucking nothing's happening, dude. It's just a guy falling down a stairs or something.
It's like a drum solo that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? How
Yeah,
is this
that
one-
shit's really weird. Yeah.
It is. I can't get into it. I can't figure it out. I don't think I'm smart enough. Because it's like a lot of intelligent people kind of like listen to
Yeah.
that stuff, and maybe that's just them being pompous or something. But
Being fucking weird.
yeah, but blues is an interesting one because like I tried not to necessarily go with the album that started it all necessarily. It's just like one that kind of transformed it to what we know it as now, or how the genre is defined now. But blues goes back so far, dude, and like it's so pretty close to unchanged that I just ended up going with some of the oldest roots. And pretty much the first blues musician that most people ever really talk about is you're gonna think I make this name up, but Blind Lemon Jefferson. And you'll never guess he was a slave.
Blind
Yeah, I'm sure,
Lemon
yeah.
Jefferson.
Yep.
Oh, plantation worker.
And that's another thing. I couldn't choose an album because
That's
there
old
weren't
Blind Lemon.
there weren't albums. Blind
Yeah, they
Lemon
didn't press anything. They
Jefferson
just wrote all that stuff.
Yeah, they'd write it, and then Blind Lemon Jefferson would sit on the fucking porch playing his fucking tunes and teaching other slaves and stuff. And like he eventually went like years later. So like I think it was him that started the '60s revolution of like folk and blues music, because like this record executive like heard through the grapevine that this guy was like the father of blues, and drove down to this fucking little delta fucking town in I think Louisiana, and he just saw this dude playing the guitar blind as
Yeah.
fuck on the porch and took him into his studio and recorded some of his songs.
Crazy.
But before that, none of them were ever recorded. But-
Yeah.
And then Charlie Patton is probably the first like recording blues artist. And then Leadbelly is one of the biggest, earliest.
Pretty Lead Belly.
Yeah, Leadbelly wrote a lot of songs everybody knows. Boll Weevil is a huge blues song that everyone knows. Probably not by name, but In the Pines, which is like Where Did You Sleep
Heard that
Last
one.
Night? Like that was on Unplugged.
Yeah, I heard that.
Nirvana. He wrote that one. He wrote House of the Rising Sun.
Oh.
He wrote
CCR.
Yeah. He wrote well, the Animals did that one.
Yeah, that was the
Um,
Animals. See, I knew that was wrong
God,
as soon
tons
as I
of
said
songs that I can't even think of all of them. And then Robert Johnson.
it. Robert sold his soul to the devil.
Yep.
No.
At the
Crossroads, yep.
Yeah.
I knew that. I
recorded-
knew that one.
He only recorded one album basically, and he recorded it facing the corner of a hotel room. Like a little one-track fucking old
Oh,
school
yeah.
microphone,
Yeah.
and his
It
guitar.
probably
he
looked like
just-
a can of beans with a wire coming out of it.
Yeah. And it sounds like shit. Even the remastered stuff sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's really no album for that, I guess. But that's, man, old school blues is so cool. It's
Yeah.
just so raw, and just there's a bunch of uneducated slaves that taught themselves how to play the guitar, and how they taught themselves was the blues. They just basically fucking made it up.
Yeah,
pretty
made their
cool.
own.
And then it
genre.
was passed from slave to slave until it became what it is now.
Yeah.
Or like Ray, what's that new guy? He's a friend of Joe Rogan. I can't remember his name. God, man, why am I drawing so many blanks today? Fucking
You have that
Jones
problem
Jack.
too.
God,
Erases your mind.
I can't think of Ray Clark Jr.
Oh, okay.
And he's like modern. He like distorts and stuff.
Okay.
Dude, check him out. He's fucking badass.
Ray Clark Jr.
Yeah, he's a badass guitarist. He's fun to listen to. And that's all I got to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what artist, musician, band today do you think will be or is most influential?
Ooh. You're full of them today, Jeremy.
I know, I am. I've got a lot of good questions.
I think it's definitely rarer than it used to be. Because, like, so many of these bands all existed at the same time. That's what's crazy, too. Now it's like...
A lot of the
rare
stuff
occasion.
wasn't influential until they died, too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I think Lady Gaga's probably a pretty big one.
I think Taylor Swift.
T-Swift
Is
is
a
going to
big-
hang out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think, oh, boy. Because now it's, like, more pop.
Yeah, it's kind of like everything is really poppy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Country's pop. Pop music is pretty
It's, like,
freaking huge right
Manufactured. It sucks,
now.
really.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But as far as, like, being influential, man, I don't...
I just feel like there's so many different genres now, and like people have access to so much different kind of music that I don't think there's going to be one that's going to be as influential as...
I know.
You know,
It's like you got to think of, like, a game changer. That someone that comes in is like Bob Dylan did to folk music, like fucking Run DMC did to hip hop, like Black Sabbath did to metal. Like, is there someone out there that's doing next level shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, where do you go from here?
I know.
How do you step it up?
I know, it's tougher. It's getting tougher and tougher for me to, like, predict. Because I used to I predicted EDM being huge. I could see that coming. But, man, it's like, what's the next big... Because every decade kind of has, you know, its big genre or two genres.
Yeah.
Like, 60s was folk and pop, kind of like hippie, kind of like Beatles, and folky stuff like Bob Dylan and Peter, Paul and Mary, and then psychedelic stuff. And like the 70s was rock and disco. 80s was rock and synth, like new wave. 90s was... So rock's always been until the 2000s. That's when rock went...
Yeah.
Kind of after grunge, it kind of fell off.
Yeah. It's like, what do we do now? And then now it's like... It's
Me-
just... All the rock I listen to is like...
Metal overtook it in the early 2000s by a long shot.
Yeah, it did for a while, yeah. You're right.
Metal
like
was
Slipknot,
huge.
Mudvayne, Deftones.
Yeah, like
fucking-
97 to like 2005, metal was the biggest genre. Easy. It was fucking
in the
huge.
rock, yeah.
In
yeah.
rock, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
There
probably.
wasn't much else going on.
No.
It was like all metal.
System of a Down, fucking... Thrice was pretty big in that time.
You know what I'm seeing a lot of now is like metal bands covering
Pop songs.
pop songs,
That is
country
kinda-
rap songs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them that are like I don't know, I really like, that are really catchy. I love when metal bands cover rap songs, like, because it's just like two completely different, you know, genres of music
Mm-hmm.
that they're mixed into, like, I don't know, screaming about guns, drugs, and
Hoes
money and bitches. Yeah.
That is awesome. Man, I'm having trouble just even thinking of, like, a big artist right now. And maybe it's my age. I don't follow that shit as much.
Yeah, I don't follow
Yeah.
any.
Because I'm, like, kind of, like, in this echo chamber of,
Shit, I
like,
follow
my
is
music.
underground.
Yeah, so am I. Like my son, he's 12 years old, and he's starting to listen to this shitty ass rap music, like that fucking mumble rap shit.
Oh, no. Like,
That's super popular.
SoundCloud rappers.
What's that? XXX
Ten,
10
Tentacion or whatever. How do you
Yeah.
say it? Temptation or
Testicles.
yeah.
tentacle rape.
Tentacle, testicle.
Like he put on one of those songs the other day.
I
and
hate that shit. I
like,
don't even
what the
consider
fuck
that
is
music,
this?
dude. That's just
I
terrible.
know.
It's fucking
But you know,
gross.
like that's what my dad used to ask me when I'd play my music when I was younger.
I know.
The hell is
Angry
this
old
shit?
men now.
Yeah.
I don't know, heavy metal though had a melodic structure to it though, like some of the new like the mumble rap and shit, and it's like, dude, what is this?
I know.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Well, there's that whole song.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, there it is. Fuck. Man, I bet they racked their brains thinking of that one.
Yeah, Lil Jon would be pissed.
yeah, it's like you're making Lil Jon look good and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking the shitty dudes back then.
Fucking Little John.
21 most influential music artists of the 21st century. Let's see if somebody can tell us what they are.
Ah.
Because I can't hardly speak for like, because mine is Jack White. Like that guy is rock and roll right now. But that's pretty much just for me. It is for a lot of people too, but like he's by far the biggest, not the biggest fucking rock star right now. Block. I don't want fucking. So they say Flaming Lips. I can dig some. They're pretty weird, but I can dig some Flaming Lips.
Well,
God
I've never
damn it!
even
I gotta
heard
hit
of that.
next every fucking time.
Flaming
Let me scroll.
Lips.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any that you would have.
Never heard of it.
Kanye West. That's pretty.
Never heard of her either.
Everybody knows I'm a
Kanye.
big Kanye
Yeah.
fan. I love Kanye.
I will say he's
I like some of his songs.
eccentric and talented and whatnot, but there's a few of his songs I like, but
Yeah.
I don't really care for him that much. He's kind of pompous.
His new stuff is kind of meh.
So I never really like
I'm not that into rap at all, so I mean,
music in general. I never really dove into like the personal lives of any musicians or anything because every time I did, I was always fucking disappointed, and then I just hated that.
Yeah.
You know that.
See, that's
artist
like
or
my whole
whoever.
life. I'm always diving in deep. I
Yeah.
know everything about everyone.
I do
Yeah.
deep dives on
Yeah,
musicians.
I always do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of times it is totally disappointing. Number 17, the White Stripes. They're not even a band anymore, but all right.
Yeah.
But that's Jack
So
White,
they've
Meg
been a
White.
band for a while, haven't they?
But they were. They did fucking change.
oh yeah,
rock
that Seven
music.
Nation Army was yeah.
Oh man, huge.
Dude,
And
when
then-
you have the edge from fucking U2 not knowing what you're doing on the guitar, like
Yeah.
can't figure it out,
sitting
like,
on the edge of his seat learning it.
yeah,
like,
like how did you play that again? Like yeah, you've done something pretty
yeah. Jack
pretty
White
influential there.
is low key like the greatest modern rock artist of our generation for
Yeah.
sure. Like that guy is innovative, and
He
that's
is,
not
yeah.
a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Man,
Definitely original for sure.
he opened the doors for Cold War Kids, Jet, Wolfmother, Alabama Shakes. To name
Yeah,
a
he
few.
kind of defined a genre himself.
He did.
too.
It's like this weird blues,
subgenres.
folky blues rock.
Yeah, you'll hear
with
that.
like country in
yeah.
it too. Like he has some straight up kind of country songs.
You hear that a lot. Someone define a sound and then everyone copies it. And then,
They just slip into that little jet stream they
Yeah.
create. And Radiohead, it's a big one for me. But I got into Radiohead kind of later.
There should be a TV head.
TV head. There should be MP3 head.
MP3 head.
Deadmau 5.
Dead Mouse 5. Dead Mouse 5.
They got Deadmau. I could never get into them. I
I like.
kind of get it, I guess, but
I love Dead Mouse. I love Joel. He's a funny dude.
yeah.
Grammy. He's got all kinds of Grammys. I was gonna say his new album coming out. He's doing it with an orchestra. I can't remember what orchestra it
Yeah, it's
is.
crazy how he's in fucking Goat Simulator, and my son's obsessed with that game.
Yeah,
There's a DJ that has a dead mouse.
He's got the mouse head. Yeah.
And if you headbutt him with the goat, you put the head on, and it plays the same measure of the same song the whole time. And I won't let him do it anymore. I'm like, get that fucking head off that goddamn goat. That's enough.
I could see that being very annoying. But dude, if you listen to some of his stuff like Strobe, that won a Grammy. And that, it's simple. It's so simple. But if you listen to how he structures it and the change up and shit, it's fucking genius, dude. It's a badass song.
I know, that's what I always thought. It's just like so simple and kind of boring.
All
and
his stuff
long.
is so simple and repetitive, but it's just, when you look at it, it's good shit. It's musically, I don't know, it speaks
like
for itself.
By substance, maybe.
It speaks for itself. I mean, he's won multiple Grammys. His net worth's like $40 million or some shit.
Jesus Christ. Missy Elliott's on here. That's kind of a weird one.
I forgot about her.
Is it worth it? Let me search it. Put my thing down, dip it, and reverse it. Drink sperm, flip it, kibbity yamp, blamp, sit.
Is your flipper dipper wet yet?
Drink sperm, flip it, kitty, flam, yamp, sip.
I can't believe they have that as on one of the commercials.
That
Yeah,
song?
Yeah, like the lyrics are, got a big dick, let me search it.
Yeah.
And like they
Found how hard I gotta work it.
Yeah.
It's flirting with the kitty, flam, foot. The Velvet Underground. Does he?
Oh yeah, Lou Reed. I forgot about that.
Fuck yeah, I like those guys actually. I don't think, did he ever come out as gay? Was he ever like? 'Cause I don't think anybody can hang out with Andy Warhol as much as he did and not.
Warhol
dabble.
is such a weird person.
He was.
Fucking-
Son O parenthesis.
What?
Never heard of him.
Hmm.
But apparently they created new metal.
Oh, okay.
It's funny, I never heard of them because I was new metal at the time that it was big.
We all know that Fred Durst created new metal.
That's right. Yeah, come on!
Chainsaw!
Chocolate
Skin your ass raw!
Hot dog flavored water.
John Otto! Take it to Matthew's fridge! I don't think that's what he says.
It's Matthew's Bridge. Fridge? Take him to Matthew's fridge. He's got eggs and cold beer.
It's like he's like telling his buddy John Otto to like take the groceries in.
Yeah. Take it to Matthew's fridge. Dedicates the song to Ben Stiller. Yeah, he's a weird guy, dude.
He
Fred
is.
Durst.
That guy, I never could get into Limp Bizkit.
I saw him live. They were with Metallica and Deftones and that whole crew, that whole show, and they kind of put on a good show. The bass player came out with a flamethrower and had like shooting like 30-foot flames and stuff. It was pretty entertaining.
Fire always makes a good
Yeah.
show.
It was kind of cool. It was kind of neat. Their stage setup looked like a big boombox, and the drummer was up on top of the boombox and stuff. It was kind of neat.
Yeah?
But yeah, it's definitely not
These aren't like
anything worthy of revisiting. Like, oh fuck, I gotta listen to Limp Bizkit again. I really
He
miss
still
those guys.
tours, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Yeah, I think they are.
he's got long hair now and a beard.
Yeah, does he still rock the backwards red cap?
He's got a bucket hat now, I think.
Oh, what?
You know, like the weird floppy hat.
Oh, I think I remember you wore those back then too, didn't he? Like
I
a
don't
fuzzy
know,
one.
I guess he is. Oh yeah, the fuzzy one. Yeah, that fuzzy one. But no, I know what you mean though. The red cap, his signature thing. It was like on the album cover and shit.
Does what's his dick still wear the makeup?
Borland, he hasn't been with him for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't do with him. He was actually a really good guitar player, Wes Borland. He was
Yeah, they did
again,
have that.
innovative and did weird stuff and whatnot, but I think he quit after Chocolate Starfish. I think he quit.
He wasn't on that like Behind Blue Eyes fucking album.
No.
That one sucked.
Because see, when I saw him live, I didn't see he wasn't with them either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is kind of disappointing because he was a weird dude and kind of a good artist, I guess. I don't know.
Here's the 10 most popular music artists of 2018. So I guess this isn't necessarily influential, but
That's so.
this will give me
2018.
this will at least give me 10 people that play music in 2018.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's number 10. Number 9 is Eminem. How did he not come up in that?
Why is he not in any
Slim
of these
Shady
lists?
LP. Marshall
Well, I was gonna
Mathers
say like
LP.
not one rap album. Well, just besides Run DMC was mentioned
Yeah,
before, but yeah, Eminem was a huge,
dude, he changed hip hop too.
huge game
pretty
changer
much.
for hip hop. And I remember, man, 11 years old, and I tricked my mom into buying me the Marshall Mathers LP.
I did the same thing. And
I didn't like him at the time. It took me a
love
while
that
to
album.
grow.
That's still easily one of my top 10 albums. Of my
Yeah, I can
life.
still probably recite every fucking lyric
dude.
on that.
Took me a while
too.
for it to grow on me. I didn't like him at first. When
Yeah,
that-
you were
when
late
that-
on the rap game. You hated it.
When that Marshall Mathers LP came out, I think Fear Factory had some. I think that's when Edge Crusher came out or something. That was.
Oh yeah.
I remember going camping once and like everyone was listening to like Eminem or something on their fucking
You got
radio,
Fear
and I'm
Factory,
just
huh?
fucking blasting Fear Factory as loud as I can into my headphones.
Oh, dude. So now it's like album sales aren't shit.
Everything gets
So in
pirated
2018, he sold 300,000 albums basically, but streaming on demand audio is
now.
how,
That's the big thing now.
and that's over 1 billion streams.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. The Weeknd is on there.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, he's a good fucking artist. I really kind of like him actually.
What about the Barge? Is he on there?
DeBarge. In the beat of the rhythm of the night.
What about Jay Ferguson? Is he on there?
J Ferg.
Jay Ferguson on Thunder Island.
I don't know that one.
You'll know it if I played it. It was a Family Guy joke they did this last week. It was fucking hilarious.
Kendrick Lamar.
And you know the song, you've heard it, but just
I'm sure.
no one knows that that's who it fucking was. Do 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 do. Thunder Island. Fucking Jay Ferguson.
I think I could
Yeah.
hear it. Ed Sheeran. I hate that guy. I would punch him if I saw him.
I don't think I've ever even heard one of his songs.
It's not good.
You have,
Little
but
fucking
it's
Irish
On the TV or
nerd.
something, probably.
Yeah.
It's pretty sappy shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
He's got fucking.
I think I don't know. I think some of his songs, if someone else sang them, they'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what he used to do. He was a songwriter for other artists, and then he was
Oh.
like decided to start doing his own thing. And it's like, dude, you should just be in the behind the scenes. You look like behind the scenes. He's got two goofy eyes, and
He's a weird looking fella.
Kendrick Lamar was before him. He's huge in rap, and so is
I only
J.
know one song.
J.
by
Cole.
him.
Both of them are pretty influential in rap. And actually, I didn't know until he died how influential Nipsey Hussle was.
Yeah, dude,
and
he
I
just
listened
died.
to
Or
him.
he got shot, didn't he?
Yeah, I never heard anything by him, but I was like, oh, I better check him out. I listened to him all day today. He's fucking, I like it.
I can't.
I
take
just seen like
good.
some
I
like
can't take that
conspiracy
name
thing on why
seriously.
he was shot because he was like
Yeah, I've seen
he's
that.
Like, he was kind of uniting the Crips and the Bloods. Like he was like,
is that still a thing, like Crips and Bloods?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They haven't
Yeah.
let that go. It's like playtime's over, dude. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
you're adults.
Yeah, come on now. Aren't you guys a little old for that shit?
This is my toy. XX Tentacion is on this list. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Migos.
time to get rid of that list.
never fucking even heard of Migos.
Amigos. Is it like Amigos but without the A?
Well, they're number
So-
3 on the list, so at first I thought it was 3 Migos.
So they're not really friends. They're not amigos. They're just Migos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of know them.
They all look exactly the same. That's the same person,
Well, that's
just
really
dressed in different Persian rugs.
Oh my God, they do. Yeah, it's like three brothers in stupid ass coats.
Yeah, dude. Number 2 is Drake. Yeah, he's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Number 1, Post Malone. I hate that heap of
Homeless
garbage.
fuck.
He just looks like dirt.
I know.
It's just a
Gross.
ratty
Just
fucking mess. It's like, hey, go to
gross
Applebee's and go
Malone.
kiss the cook if you want to fuck Post Malone.
You mean-
There's
whoops.
fucking 200
You mean-
Post Malones that work in shitty chain restaurants or Waffle Houses
Waffle
across
House.
the
I was gonna
world.
say Waffle House.
Just flipping shitty burgers and
Get shot at a
junky
Waffle
dry
House.
pancakes, and he smells like fucking BO and is a terrible alcoholic and bad with money.
His name's Gross Malone, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 billion fucking streams.
Yeah,
I
no.
hate that he exists, and I hate even more that
Every single post on Facebook that comes up with him, I hide it. I do, dude. I straight up. I don't even like to look
Your
at him.
stupid fucking teeth.
Don't even like to look at the guy, dude. It's like,
Yeah, it's literally like his whole fan base is like 12 to 16-year-olds.
that's their
I
IQ.
know.
Yeah.
That's their IQ, 12 to 16.
I love that picture on Facebook of him at Wahlburger. And it says like
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg
Wahlberg.
feeding the homeless or
Fed,
whatever.
fed this homeless man.
That's exactly what it looks like too,
Oh,
because
dude, yeah, he looks like a
such a
fucking
piece
bum.
of shit.
I know. His little fucking braided pigtails.
Yeah, and his face tattoos, and he just looks fucking
Just
disgusting.
a chubby fucking... Looks like he's made of, like, stinky-ass cheese. And his fucking head's, like, perfectly spherical, and his smile is, like... Dude,
There's
it's like...
that picture
chiclet
of him, like,
teeth.
before he went all fucking grungy
Yeah.
and weird, and he's with
Yeah.
that girl or whatever.
It's like there's not a single one of you that listened to him that would have given that fat fucking spud a time of day.
No, yeah. And that picture of him, like, beforehand, and he's with his girlfriend or whatever, it's like, this is a picture of Post Malone, the girl that broke his heart or whatever. And someone commented on the picture, is like, both of the people in this picture look like girls that really like horses. They fucking did, too, dude. He has, like, this curly-ass hair. Looks like it
Weird
looks
Al
like
hair,
like Weird Al hair, dude. And
Lionel
it's like
Richie hair.
all flowing and like you can tell it's like he put some time into that hair. He doesn't have any face tattoos or anything, and he's like smiling, dude. It's a weird looking picture. He looks like a girl.
Gross.
Girl that likes horses.
Equestrian.
Well, we're at an hour and 40 minutes, so
Now we better shut up.
Yeah,
if we want to wind her down.
Yep.
that's our music lesson for today.
Yeah. That was a fun one. I like the musics. I like music. All right.
Now, should we pick a next topic?
Yeah.
Next.
Whose turn, Bo? I picked
think
the
it
last
is.
one. Gil picked the last one.
All right.
Oh god.
Oh,
Gil.
damn.
Default.
You did this. Gil did the same thing.
Wait, I make sure you guys. No, that's over there.
Yeah.
Spilling it everywhere.
Our Gil episode may be lost. If you're wondering where that is, we're
Ooh.
working on it.
Uh-oh.
We were talking about this earlier. SpaceX.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Kind of current event there too.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
cool.
The Falcon Heavies. Yeah, that's just crazy. Those reusable rockets.
Man, that's so awesome.
I mean,
He's going to space and he's making it eco-friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's like we struggled for how many fucking decades to do anything space-wise, and this guy comes in privately funded and is, like, doing extra.
Yeah, yeah. That is,
Making it efficient, making it fucking
that is crazy when you're
eco-friendly.
a
making it-
private company has a better space program than NASA.
Yeah,
That's pretty weird.
it is.
But yeah, dude, I like that guy. I like Elon Musk.
He is.
I like
Yeah.
He needs
He's
to
just
run
kinda
for
like the-
president.
The
Except he
rebel that...
No, he wasn't born
Yeah,
here.
it's South Africa.
Oh, fuck. I mean, really, might as well.
Yeah, they let Obama be president.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fucking Kenyan.
He's got bomb in his name. I mean, come on.
Hussein.
Hussein. I swear his wife has a swinging dick between her legs. That's gotta be...
She kind of does look like Mr. Grinch.
She
She's
used
got
to be
bad
Michael.
toothy gum.
Like her face. You ever notice she's got like a Grinch face almost?
Yeah.
Watch.
Kind of Grinchy.
Well, there's a video, like a compilation of Obama's speeches and shit where he refers to Michael all the time, and they have
Oh yeah, I've heard
pictures of like some friend that he had way back in college. His name was Michael, and
Yeah, I've
They're-
heard that conspiracy.
Yeah.
Will you be my first lady?
yeah.
Michael?
We could take over the world together, Michael. All you have to do is shrink your dick and be a woman.
Michael, when you pull my dick out of your mouth, tell me if you'd like to be my first lady.
Then let's go smoke a joint.
Let's go do a line of cocaine.
Dude, fucking Jordan
suck a
Peele's
line of
impersonations, they're so
cocaine
hilarious.
off my boner.
When he's doing the Obama,
Yeah, the
passing
angry.
a joint around, he like takes it from him. Oh, you can't get one over on old Barry.
And then his translator.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, dude, that
dude.
shit
Peel
was-
is Peel Key
Keegan
Keegan
Michael
Michael
Key.
Kiki.
It's a hard name to say.
It's Kiki. That's the Kiki that Drake was talking about in that
No.
song. Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, let's get the fuck off this thing. You can get us
SpaceX.
on Libsyn.topic.
Topicofbanter.libsyn.com.
Yes.
Right.
Once.
Never
Yeah.
fucking. I cannot get it in my goddamn head. I just copy and paste it every time I go there. Topicofbanter.libsyn.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. It's pretty boring. You can find us on.
A map.
Yeah, you can find us
if you're good with
in
the
your
map.
dreams, in your ears, in your arms.
In your frozen produce aisle.
Look for me in your arms.
For me, be an album title. Though.
Look for me in your arms.
Me in your arms.
If you say our name 3 times in a mirror, we will appear.
And we'll be there forever.
Yep. You can find us in the bottom of a bottle, so get drinking. You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And spread the word, baby girls.
Mm-hmm. Tell your
Spread it.
friends.
Spread the word. Spread your lips. Spread your cheeks. Let us see you.
See?
Send your butthole pics to topicofbanter@gmail.com.
Don't send any butthole pics.
And we will see you another time in space.
Space.
I'm going to have to work on my Elon Musk accent.
That's a hard one. That's
It's
South
fucking
Yeah,
pretty
African.
much
sometimes he has
impossible.
it, sometimes he doesn't. So you
I
can't
know.
really.
He's
It's like South African Asperger's.
he's like a South African that identifies as American.
Yeah.
He's transitioning.
Yeah.
South African American.
There you go.
That's a new one.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Later.